Okay, to my background, I studied agriculture and horticulture, and I worked in the development aid long ago. I started in '78 in Ghana, and then after coming back from Ghana, I made my PhD in horticulture, and then I went to Cameroon for 3 years. That was 85 to 88. And after that, I think that you were still small or not yet even there at that time.
No.
Okay, so it's quite some time ago. It was before the digital age.
Definitely.
Yes, everything was different. And okay, then I was a freelance and was advisor in organic gardening for the tropics. So I made courses and made some evaluations. And now I am retired since some years. And I make still tours in the national park. And I have a self-sufficient garden at home. So most of the things we produce, we eat ourselves. And my hobby is, I can say, since it was in the student time, we had a lecture on eatable wild plants. It was in '74. Our botanic professor had this topic, and I was interested, and I did it. And since that, it is my hobby. So I can say, since 45 years, I'm always looking to what you can eat.
So Rainer today will introduce you also to this topic, and I think he's one of the living experts, maybe the only, really knowing everything about edible fruits in this area.
But
Very special
what really motivated me
knowledge.
is my experience, especially also in Ghana, when I saw at the beginning of the rainy season, before the fruits ripe, when the food got short, and people were looking, what are we going to eat tomorrow? The women, mainly the women. They just went to the bush, came back with a bag of green stuff and started cooking. So from there I learned, maybe you in the Bible you have had in the old stories that God said to it's a very good vegetable. But you can try to see this here. It's a Vitzia Zaunwicke. Just try once. It tastes a little bit like peas. Just try.
The flowers?
The flower like this.
Yeah, it just takes the
How does it taste?
flowers with the upper
Like a
lip.
plant. Like a plant. Like a plant. Do you want some? Is it sour? Is it sweet?
Like peas, like you said.
Yeah. Do you want some?
But the flower or the
Flower.
The flower.
Wait.
Okay. ¿A qué sabe en español?
Como habas. Como arveja.
Sí, como hierbita. Como
¿Sí?
I am here still alive. Danny is
I needed that.
In it?
calories.
Some calories.
Okay.
Even this is this they are all eating.
Don't go hungry.
And this sauerkraut, you can eat a salad, but you can also need lard. It has a name. Lard is the ferment of the cow, which makes the milk to coagulate. And this is a herb that is used in cheese production. When you don't get the lard ferment, you can also use this one to make the cheese.
Did you eat something?
No, we just move forward. It's too cold to tell.
Yeah, that's special. Him, right? The guy. He knows what to eat.
Oh, hello, good morning, guys.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So, would you like to tell us where we are today? Okay.
My beautiful friends from university. We're at Hirschrott 21 to 25 and we're going to do a hike around nature. And yeah, there are some horses, some ponies.
Okay.
Speak into the micro. Yes, there's Cassie. She's the trip advisor. And we're all pretty excited for the day. And it's going to be hopefully not rainy. Yeah. And we've been in Vogelsang, where it has been a place for previous Nazi Germany people.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
We're ready. We're ready.
Hello.
Put in the bag. I'm just going to put protection.
Yeah, it's two different species, not even the same family, huh? And you see the margin is serrated.
Yeah.
And here it's smooth, huh?
Yeah.
That's the difference.
And they're both edible.
Very young,
Okay, very young.
very young.
And these are not young anymore. Huh? You can see this already a darker color.
It's like, hey,
Rainer, you are my hero.
Know the name? No?
Bells? Maybe
Bells? Yeah?
big bells.
Hallo. Hi, hi.
Oh, this is really cute.
Hi. Wow. Wow, hallo. So viele. Hi.
And in the old days, my grandmother, she knew which apples keep very well in the cellar, if you have humid conditions, like for next springtime, because you would harvest in late summer, autumn, right? Which one you have to deal with directly, so you cook them, you do something out of them so that you can keep them for the winter, for the hard times.
some are good for cake,
Yeah.
some are good for compote. So every variety has a special use. But
And-
now in the shops you get about 4 or 5 varieties and they're all the same.
And they taste the same, and usually each apple variety has a different taste. It looks different. Some are big, some are small, some are more bitter, some are sweetish, sour. So this is all, yeah, we are on the verge of losing a lot of this old variety. You know? Yeah. But luckily in some areas we still have it. But it needs maintenance, not much, but it needs
That is for the insect burn, or if you heard like with another plant that's itchy. And this one is for this one you can eat it also by salad. And this one is just tasty. It's against inflammations and so on.
And also can cure the knee injury, he said. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is the same?
Yeah, like
it's the
if
same
your
sort of
knee is
thing, yes.
inflamed, you can use it and have it like tea, soup, whatever.
Okay. Thank you.
You follow me in my calendar. Sarah say, okay, follow me in my
Subscribe, please, and leave a comment.
If you were blooding or if you have insect bites, yeah, you just scratch it and the pain goes away. Yeah? If you are burnt with the stinking nettle, with this,
You can try it. Try this first and then the other one.
if you were burnt like this,
Okay.
you just take this and
Sometimes it works.
then it's okay. It's good.
Don't eat the mushrooms. Okay.
In Germany, if there would be no human beings, 80% of Germany would be covered with the beech tree. You see one there? It has a very, very flat skin. These are oak trees. The oak trees are more on the drier areas. The beech likes more water. And the beech tree can grow up under the shade. It is an advance for it because it can even grow under other trees. And then it grows through, and when it goes through, it gets white and gives a dark shade, and all others die. So it is a tree that is quite aggressive in this our climate. And when you have the beech forest, it is able to drive other trees away. When the area we are passing now today, it is quite dry. There are no so dense beech trees. We have a beech forest in other parts of the national park.
Maybe just one short introduction here. This is the leaf of the beech tree. This is the leaf of the oak tree, huh? And they are both very characteristic. It's both single leaves, huh? And there is another tree in Germany which looks on the first side, you would think it's the beech, but it's not. And there you can easily see if the margin is serrated, then it would be the other species. Huh? But so this is the beech tree, and usually not only in Germany but in Middle Europe, the potential vegetation would be dominated by this tree. And this is the oak tree which has these lobed margins. Huh?
And you see that it has a problem there on the stem. The beech tree is susceptible to sunlight. It makes a heavy shade, but if you cut the branches and the sunlight comes direct to the stem, it breaks open.
Yeah, the bark, you see, it's really like hurt
we
there.
have
Huh?
here
It's a bit like a wound.
A Lichtschacht, we said, a light.
Yeah, if there is a light...
Maybe there was another big tree that fallen, and so the light came, and this had a problem.
And usually, I mean, if you had a forest, a resilient beech forest, probably no light would come to the stems, because you can see it there, the beech tree in the beginning here, what you see, it can grow very much into horizontal direction and it covers everything. If it's in full leaves, the sun rays do not really reach the soil anymore. And therefore, if this would be like all covered by beech trees, that probably you wouldn't see that. But here, the sun was so intense that the bark was really like, destroyed at that point. And it can... it's like what would happen to us. Not today, but you know about that. So very nice example.
Sí, comí.
Only for the fall. Only for.
Todavía.
Only for.
How's your mushroom knowledge?
I'm not guiding. Now they cut it, and in the national park, if they cut the tree, they just leave it. So you are not allowed to take the firewood home, because it should decompose here.
And how did they know it was like infected at the bottom?
Yeah, I'm sure they were seeing dead branches.
Okay.
And that is an indicator for it, and then maybe they have drilled in and tested it. No?
Interesting.
They had no paper, so they were written on what? Yeah, on trees. And because if you look to oak trees, they have a very rough bark, you cannot write on it. And the name, we call it Buche. And they were written on sticks of the tree, on branches of the tree. And the German word for letter is Buchstabe. And Stab means branch. So the old writing of our ancestors was on branches of this tree, and even today we still call letter Buchstabe. It's coming from this tree.
And,
And even a book is coming from Buche.
Isn't that amazing how language develops?
Yeah.
I love that. We're learning today.
Good learning, yeah.
And you see, the bark is very smooth. Yeah? Oh, this was not responsible.
We continue.
We're trying to identify
climate smart agricultural commercial things, what to have done.
Yeah.
I think some of them you can eat. I think Rainer would know.
You see the black and white looks like the neck of a giraffe, huh? And there was the bark beetle, the larva of the bark beetle was eating the nutrients in this layer. And then it became the beetle and fly away. And second infection was from a fungus. The fungus was black. And all the places where the larva of the beetle has already eaten, the fungus had nothing to eat. So that's why it came this kind of colors. No? Where the beetle has been, the fungus had no chance, so it went to the places. The fungus comes when the wood is already dead. So the beetle has killed the wood, and then the fungus comes, and it makes a very nice coloring effect.
Oh Gott. Diesen Knöterich habe ich nicht gesehen.
Sí. Hi, Diego.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
So that in the future we will have more wood. And I think the first written concept like that comes really from forestry. We would say actually it's epiphytic. Huh?
Here comes the new
Even here in
building
Germany
from
we
this
have
one
a lot
up.
of
Looks quite good,
yeah.
but you still see the mushroom has gone up to here, the dark part.
When we
Can
worked
break like-
in Brazil, and some of us, they were really good in tree taxonomy there, and it's quite a challenge in the tropics. Huh?
Yeah, there are
And
so
we-
many species
There's so many species, but then we had to climb up.
existing. Nearly every tree has its typical form. And if a tree is healthy, it can stand it. And if you see now here, you see a lot of holes inside. And this is the entering places, these round holes. And then the bark beetles, they live in the cambium. You know, there is a bark and there is a wood. In between is a cambium where the cells grow. They produce wood to one side and the bark to the outer side. And this part is very nutritious. And that's why many beetles are specialized on this small layer in the wood, in the tree. And the tree, when it is healthy, it produces hearts. What is hearts? This
Antibodies?
Resin.
resin,
Yeah, but also
and it gums the larva and kills it. But when it is too dry, the tree cannot produce so much when the pressing of the insects is so much, because there are many, it dies, because you see here the whole area, all these small lines, this is where the larva of the beetle has eaten through. Yeah. I can just, I have one piece from another example.
Which usually with wood wouldn't be possible.
And that's why those trees who are lying here, you can't sell them as wood. You can sell them as firewood to burn, but not for construction,
Yeah,
because they are
prices
no
would
more
be low.
strong. And in our village, 3 years ago, there was every day a big lorry written on it, China Shipping Company.
Yeah.
We have sold all this wood to China. They paid nearly nothing for it, just the transport.
Yeah.
And I asked the forest people, why are you selling it? We can't reuse it. No, they said, it is every tree, if you want to use it for construction, you have to make a sample, send it to the laboratory and test if the mushroom is inside.
Yeah.
And this is too costly for us to make this analyze. But in China, they just make Spannplatten.
Yeah, they
Sommerwurz.
Sommerwurz, yeah. It's, you see, it's never green, huh? It might now look
It
dry.
looks like that, but it's fresh. It has
Yeah.
these are the flowers.
Yeah.
These are the young flowers, and this is the seed.
Yeah. It has no chlorophyll. Usually you would expect in each plant, you know, you would expect the chlorophyll, but this doesn't need it because it uses
From the root.
the root system
plant.
of this plant. So you only find it
steals.
together with a broom.
The sugar and the proteins.
Okay.
It can kill
Steals,
it,
yeah, that's a nice
It can kill it
term.
also, even when it becomes too much.
Yeah, so somewhere on the ground.
But-
the
but
root
it-
system of this
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
to
they're together. A good parasite does not kill.
yeah.
It just sucks and enjoys slowly. Because if he kills, he is also dead. Has to die.
What is the English name? That's the English.
Like walking around like a zombie. No, but like walking around like a zombie. No, but